something?
Promise me.
If I don't kill your sister, then me, I am fake.
You got the video, right?
Yeah, I got
Right,
it.
call the cops.
No.
You know why we want to talk.
She did.
Well, we'll get into that. Okay. What I want to express to you is that what's done is done. Okay. And
I'm
now,
asking you, she did.
yes.
A SWAT team has just surrounded an apartment complex in Orlando, Florida. Inside, they believe, is the man responsible for the execution-style murder of a 27-year-old woman, shot down in broad daylight in front of witnesses, just steps from the front door of her own workplace. The suspect is not a career criminal. He's not a gang member. He is a pastor, a self-described prophet of God with tens of thousands of online followers. And the victim? She was his wife. This is the story of Barbara Tommey and the man who claimed to love her but could not let her go. Welcome to Caught in the Web True Crime Stories. Kindly support us by subscribing to this channel and turn the notification icon. Barbara Tommey was, by every measure, a woman on the rise. At 27 years old, she was living in Orlando, Florida, juggling a demanding career as an assistant manager at a Navy Federal Credit Union branch, while simultaneously pursuing a master's degree in strategic communications and leadership at Maryville University. She was driven, focused, and well-liked by the people around her, the kind of person who made those closest to her genuinely proud. Like many people in her community, Barbara was also a woman of faith. She attended church regularly, and it was through that faith that she crossed paths with the man who would ultimately destroy her life. Sylvester Ofori was a pastor, not just locally, but broadly. He led Floodgates of Heaven International Ministries, a church he had established right there in Orlando. He traveled, spoke at events, and built a following that, at its peak, extended to more than 60,000 people on social media alone. He was charismatic, persuasive, and he carried himself with an air of divine authority. People believed in him. Barbara was no different. She began volunteering more at the church, helping with Sunday school, becoming more embedded in the congregation, and somewhere along the way, she and Sylvester began spending more time together. Those who knew her later recalled that Sylvester had a particular way of drawing her in. He suggested, with the kind of confidence that borders on manipulation, that her previous relationship wasn't God's plan for her, but that he was. Barbara, who deeply respected his spiritual standing, listened. The two started dating. To those observing from the outside, it looked like an unlikely but somehow fitting pairing, the driven young professional and the powerful pastor. Eventually, they married. Barbara's family, however, were not entirely at ease. Her sister later recalled that before the wedding, the family had tried to express their reservations. But Barbara was committed to Sylvester. She wanted this marriage, and so the family stepped aside and supported her choice. It would not take long for those reservations to prove justified. Behind closed doors, the marriage looked nothing like what Sylvester projected from the pulpit. Barbara was the financial backbone of their household. She owned the properties. She brought in the income. Sylvester's pastoral work did not generate the same kind of stability, and according to those close to the couple, that imbalance slowly began to corrode whatever foundation their relationship had been built on. The controlling behavior came first, then the emotional abuse, then the physical. Barbara, like so many victims of domestic violence, stayed far longer than the people who loved her believed she should. That's not a criticism. It's a reality that those who have never been inside a situation like that rarely understand. Leaving is complicated. It involves fear, financial entanglement, emotional dependency, and for Barbara, the added pressure of her husband's public persona in a faith community. At one point, law enforcement was actually called to the couple's home during a particularly violent confrontation. Sylvester was arrested for resisting an officer. He was taken to jail, and yet when he was released, Barbara remained by his side. But the breaking point came during a family gathering at Barbara's mother's home. What began as a tense dinner deteriorated rapidly. The shouting escalated, and then Sylvester crossed a line that couldn't be walked back. He grabbed Barbara's brother by the throat. His behavior in that moment was not just violent, it was threatening in the most literal sense. He made clear, with words recorded on a family member's cell phone, exactly what he was capable of. In that footage, Sylvester can be heard directing violent threats at Barbara and warning her family with chilling directness. He was not in a rage spiral. He was composed, deliberate.
All right. You are the same person who supported me at the wedding, right? I will support you at the wedding because you were fake. You were fake. You were lying.
Perry.
You were fake. You and everybody that follows you. You were fake. I supported you because I thought you were different.
So now you
I
are
thought you
here.
were not like your family.
Support your sister.
Yes, I'm here to support
The
my
same
sister.
sister
And I'll
who
always
the
support
pastor
her.
told you that she was a witch.
Which pastor?
Am I right?
Pastor. Name that pastor. Which pastor told me my sister's name?
The same sisters.
Which pastor? Name the pastor. Is it you? You are a pastor. You. You don't know whether you are or not you are a pastor, my friend. Get the fuck out of here before I fuck you up. We didn't come here for you. We did not come here for you. Don't let me hurt you. Leave. We didn't come here for you. We came to get something.
Can I promise you something?
Promise me.
If I don't kill your sister,
Then me. I am fake. You got the video, right?
Yeah, I got
All
it.
right, call the cops.
No.
No, call the cops, Jen. No.
Barbara, stop that.
The words he chose were specific and alarming, the kind of threats that, when listened to in retrospect, feel like a countdown. Family members begged Barbara to call the police, to file a report, to get a restraining order. One co-worker at the credit union later confirmed that Barbara had actually come to her asking for a notarized signature on divorce paperwork.
His last name, I'm guessing, is
I
Tommey.
guess Tommy too. Yes,
Are they married or are they just dating?
they were married. And she
Okay.
last week she asked me, I'm a notary, and she asked me to notarize some documents for divorce. She told me that the guy was threatening her with killing her and killing himself. And I told her, so go file a restraining order.
And in the same conversation, told her that Sylvester had threatened to kill her and then himself. The coworker told Barbara to go to the police. Whether Barbara ever followed through on filing that report remains unclear. What is clear is that 3 months before the murder, Barbara made the decision to leave. She moved out. She was actively pursuing a divorce. She was trying to build a new chapter of her life. For Sylvester Ofori, that was apparently unacceptable. On the morning of September 8, 2020, Barbara got in her car and drove to work the same way she had hundreds of times before. The Navy Federal Credit Union branch on Gardens Park Boulevard in Orlando. A routine Tuesday morning. Nothing to suggest that day would be any different. She arrived a little early, before the branch officially opened to the public, and sat in her car for a few minutes. Her phone rang. It was Sylvester. She let it go to voicemail. It rang again. She ignored it a second time. What Barbara didn't know was that Sylvester hadn't just called. He had followed her. He was already there, watching from a distance, circling the parking lot in a red SUV. Witnesses who were waiting outside the still-locked branch entrance would later tell police that they noticed the vehicle driving past slowly, more than once, before anything happened. It wasn't random, it was surveillance. Barbara eventually stepped out of her car to head inside. She moved her vehicle to a different parking spot and walked back toward the building's entrance. The doors were electronically locked. The branch wasn't open yet, meaning someone from inside would have to buzz her in. She reached the door and waited. That's when Sylvester moved. He came up behind her, quickly, quietly. Barbara had no time to react. When she realized he was there, she tried to get back inside, pulling at the locked doors. But no one on the other side was fast enough to respond. The gunshots rang out, 4 rounds according to witnesses. Barbara was struck multiple times at close range. Sylvester did not flee immediately. Surveillance footage from the credit union's cameras captured what happened next. He stood over her body and fired additional shots into her head. This was not a crime of sudden impulse. It was a calculated, methodical execution. He then walked to his vehicle and drove away eastbound. Within moments, 911 lines lit up across the area. Officers responded to Gardens Park Boulevard and found Barbara outside the credit union entrance. Paramedics worked to save her. They could not. Barbara Tommey was pronounced dead. The scene was immediately treated as a homicide, and investigators began working at speed. Witnesses outside the branch had seen everything, and they were talking. Descriptions of the shooter began to come together quickly. A tall, lean black male wearing black pants and a white shirt with gray or black stripes. He had been driving a red SUV and was last seen heading east toward John Young Parkway. Several witnesses noted, importantly, that the encounter didn't look random. The shooter and the victim appeared to know one another.
He's black. He's about over 6 feet tall.
Seemed like they knew each other though.
Well, yeah, because she came out from the back. Because I was online. We were all online waiting to go in. She came out, went somewhere, went back, and all of a sudden he came chasing her, and that's when he shot her. Did the first shot.
Okay.
But I saw him. I've been here since about 7:40, something like that. And I saw him. He drove by twice through here first.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she was here too with me.
It's like, he's not walking by us, and I had to double take it. That
And
real
the thing
guy?
is, it looked like he was interested in her because there was like
right
5
there.
people online.
Okay, right.
No, not yet. We're here with the victim.
I've got multiple witnesses saying it's a tall, thin black male. Got into a red SUV vehicle.
He tried to get part of the license tag number.
But that car that's behind you doesn't look like it.
There comes an employee
No,
and
that's not it.
your
No,
husband. You
no,
may
it's
be
an
in her
older car like
vehicle.
that.
Older.
Yes, if he went that way, she tried to run behind him to get the
So he got in the car and went east towards John Young.
Yes, he was. I just over here. She had just came out the back to get back in.
Witness said last seen in a red vehicle, older model vehicle SUV headed eastbound towards JYP.
Inside the credit union, detectives worked with employees to pull the security footage. When staff members reviewed the recording, one of them made a significant observation almost immediately. The man in the video looked like someone they recognized, Barbara's husband. And once that identification was floated, more details started pouring out.
I know that he cruised by here like slow.
Can you pull that up?
Before?
But
Maybe the side one on the top left. That way he went or anything.
Yes, ma'am.
I have another employee in the car.
They're gonna have to wait.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but I mean, should I send him home? I don't know what the procedure is.
Did you see anything?
no, she just got so.
If
Sorry.
if they didn't see anything, if they weren't in the area when it actually occurred, I'd probably just tell them to go home for the day.
Okay.
Or,
Have them just.
I think they're saying this red car is his. Did you hear that? And Kenny saw him.
Yes, I did too, but I didn't know if he was in that car. I knew that he was going slowly. If that's the same guy, then like he was. When I came in with Kenny, and he was driving really slow.
Yeah, yeah.
And then like
That the red car?
yeah, it was like it wasn't a red car.
Oh, well, that looks like a SUV.
No, that wasn't the same.
What is it, like a truck?
Yeah, it was like her like a new truck.
Anyway, I called the boss, and my boss and we told everybody. We're staying close today. What do you say?
T-O-M-A-Y. Oh, Tommy.
Tommy, T-O-M-M-E-Y.
This is her husband. You get a picture.
Oh, she's got a picture, yes.
I got it from Facebook, yeah. And last week she told me that the guy threatened.
that could definitely be him.
She told me that the guy was threatening her.
He was threatening
last week. Yeah, because.
Yeah, disarmed it.
What, do you know his name or his name on Facebook?
Oh, it's the back.
Oh, see.
I wonder why it's on.
With
No,
it's Barbara.
It's in that shape. Yeah.
Tommy is but I don't know.
His last name, I'm guessing, is
I
Tommy.
guess Tommy too. Yes.
Are they married or are they just dating?
They were married, and she
Okay.
last week she asked me, I'm a notary, and she asked me to notarize some documents for divorce. She told me that the guy was threatening her with killing her and killing himself. And I told her, go file a restraining order, like.
A co-worker confirmed that Barbara had recently sought help notarizing divorce papers. She confirmed that Sylvester had made explicit death threats against Barbara in recent weeks. She even pulled up his social media profile on the spot to help investigators confirm his identity. The footage itself was crucial. Not only did it clearly capture the shooter's face and clothing, it showed something even more damning. It showed Sylvester arriving and circling the premises before Barbara even stepped back outside. This was not a chance encounter. He had positioned himself and waited. Investigators also became aware of the cell phone video recorded 2 days before the murder. The footage from the family gathering at Barbara's mother's home. In it, Sylvester's threats were explicit and unprovoked. He was not a man in the grip of a momentary emotional breakdown, and he was a man who had made up his mind. With Sylvester's identity confirmed through both the security footage and witness accounts, and with a prior address on file through Barbara's employment records, detectives knew where to go next. Law enforcement made the decision to give Sylvester an initial window to surrender voluntarily. They put it out publicly that they wanted him to come forward and give his side of the story. He did not. So a SWAT team was dispatched to the apartment Sylvester had been staying in after Barbara moved out. They did not know exactly what they were walking into. This was a man who had just committed a calculated murder in a parking lot in broad daylight. They approached with extreme caution. When officers announced their presence and issued commands, a figure emerged from the apartment. He was not dressed. He crawled on the ground as directed and was physically pulled clear of the doorway.
Orlando Police Department with a search warrant. Come to the front door with your hands up.
Hey, can we not all suck in there? We go back around. Okay.
This is Orlando Police Department with a search warrant. Come to the front door with your hands up. This is the police department with a search warrant. Hands up. Don't move. Get down. Get down flat on the ground.
Contact.
Do not move.
Contact.
Do not move.
Hands, Steve. Hands.
Put your hands on front of you, boss. You good to be ready to start crawling? Hey, who's covered? Work it, Levy.
We got 2 hands coming. Have him crawl. Have him crawl out.
Start crawling towards me. Start crawling towards me.
Crawl.
Start crawling towards me. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming. Keep coming.
Crawl.
Keep crawl. Pull this way. This way. This way. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
SWAT members swept the rest of the apartment. No other occupants were found. What they did find was significant. The clothing Sylvester had been wearing during the shooting was still inside the apartment, with blood on it. And the weapon used in the murder, a 9mm handgun, was recovered as well. Sylvester's behavior during the arrest was, in itself, worth noting. He was not combative. He didn't resist, but he also wasn't broken. He was calm, even at moments amused.
Who else is in there? Who else is in there? Hand. Hey, who else is in there?
He's saying nobody else is inside.
This is the police department. We have a search warrant. Come out now with your hands up.
Nobody's in there.
What's your name? What is your name, sir?
Sylvester? We'll stay here with him.
Gonna get him up.
Leave him here for now. We'll grab him a blanket or drag him out. Take him out there.
As officers worked to get him a blanket before transporting him, he made complaints about his situation. And then, just moments later, he was smiling, chuckling. Whether that was a psychological defense mechanism, genuine indifference, or something else entirely is difficult to say, but it unsettled the officers around him. He was taken to the police station and booked into Orange County Jail on a charge of first-degree murder. No bail.
Don't get up. Kick your feet out. Kick your feet out. Kick your feet out. Cross your legs.
Should we leave ours on?
Yeah.
They got a car? Do they have a car?
Car?
A car.
Thanks, Doug. We'll have him grab a blanket from inside or something.
No, we need a 40 car. 40.
They might not want to take anything from inside.
No. See, it's a fire blanket in the 40 or in their car.
Yes, what's up? Yes, we did that.
We just need a blanket, but I don't want to take anything from inside.
Is there a blanket or a comforter in there?
I don't know if we want to take it from inside.
Yeah.
We can have him bring something from the. Okay, just relax.
Can you guys give me a clue? At least a clue. Something.
No, come on, man. Are you serious?
Yeah, we're serious. 100%. You want to stand up?
Yeah, give me something to wear. At least.
I'll put this around his waist, that are
man.
shoulders. Want to stand him up?
Really?
1, 2, 3, up. Stand up.
Really, guys? Do you think you're in any position to ask for now?
I should go pick you out in a nice outfit, sir.
At least give me something to wear, man. You guys are crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. Coming out, guys.
Give me something to wear, at least. What the fuck is this? At least. All right, please.
Sorry, come over here. Sit down. One more car over here. Sit down. Coming around.
I have the right to dress nice.
You have the right to just sit there and be quiet. So wait for the get the car. Yeah, we got one. Oh, here we go. Stand up. Hold on a second, man. Get straight.
Get me something to wear.
No, get in. Sit down. Watch your head. Watch your head.
Hey, yeah, seat down.
Inside the interrogation room, Sylvester Ofori almost immediately asked about his wife's condition. That question alone is telling. He hadn't been told anything officially at that point. And yet the first thing he wanted to know, before attorneys, before explanations, was whether Barbara was alive.
I want to talk.
She did.
Well, we'll get into that. Okay. What I want to express to you is that what's done is done. Okay. And
I'm asking you, is she dead?
Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm not going to lie to you. Okay. I'm going to treat you like a man. You're a Christian. Okay. And I want to talk to you about some very difficult things.
You know, sometimes, sir.
That's not the behavior of someone who made an impulsive mistake and is horrified by what happened. It's the behavior of someone who pulled the trigger and wanted confirmation that it had done what he intended. Investigators noted that he was unusually cooperative from the start. He didn't lawyer up immediately, he wanted to talk. When the detective told him he sensed that Sylvester wanted to take ownership of what had occurred, Sylvester agreed without hesitation. He did not deny what he had done. What he wanted to do instead was explain it, justify it. His explanation centered on one theme: betrayal. He described Barbara as unfaithful. He talked about the pain of the marriage deteriorating. He framed himself as a victim of her choices, a man pushed beyond his limits.
You know, sometimes we as humans, we do things. It's like, I don't know how to call it. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It's like, what do you call it? That urge, anger.
Yeah.
You know, they always say we have two sides, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's me.
Have you understand your rights?
Yes.
Okay. Can we talk about what happened?
Yes.
Okay. So I know that I sense that you want to tell me everything that's occurred, and you're ready to kind of take ownership of what's happened.
I am out of anger.
What happened out of anger today?
My wife, she was cheating on me,
mm-hmm.
and also doing a lot of things against, that I knew she was doing.
Okay. And what happened?
She haven't been home for 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So, she called me, me and her have a fight, and I just did what I did. That's it.
Take me through what happened. What you did. You say you did what you did.
Okay.
Treat me as though I was not the investigator that's assigned to this, okay?
Okay. So my wife, I love her so much.
Mm-hmm.
Very beautiful.
She's very beautiful.
I met her 2012.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay. Give her everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then she began to change.
Okay. How did that make you feel?
Right.
Hurt? I imagine. I can understand that. Have you guys talked about that?
Yeah, we got talking. It was a good relationship in the beginning, but it just turned very bad, very, very bad.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It just turned so much. I know. I know you need to get some words out of me. Yeah, I know. It got very bad.
Okay. This morning, when you went to the bank, what were your intentions? What was going through your head when you went to the bank this morning?
I wanted to talk to her, but she was ignoring me.
She would ignore you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Did she tell you she didn't want to talk to you?
She just walked away.
And so you followed behind her?
He mentioned that she had called him that morning to start a fight, though nothing in the record corroborates that account, and the phone data clearly shows she did not answer his calls. He didn't bring up the fact that he had been circling her workplace before she ever stepped outside. This is a recognizable psychological pattern. Researchers who study intimate partner homicide consistently identify what's called coercive control, a dynamic in which an abusive partner uses fear, isolation, financial manipulation, and surveillance to maintain power over a victim. When the victim finally breaks free from that control, the abuser's sense of entitlement collapses. For some, that collapse becomes lethal. Sylvester Ofori fits this profile with disturbing precision. He was the authority figure in the relationship, spiritually, socially, and emotionally. Barbara's decision to leave didn't just end a marriage. In his mind, it dismantled the entire structure through which he defined himself. He had described himself as a prophet. He had built an identity around being chosen, powerful, divinely guided. A wife walking out is, to a man like that, not just a personal rejection, it's an existential one. And yet there is no diagnosis that excuses what he did. He had been given chances to walk away. He had been warned by Barbara's family, by the reality of her filing for divorce, by his own arrest months earlier. At every point, he chose escalation over accountability. The threats he made on camera 2 days before the murder confirmed premeditation. The fact that he followed her to work, circled the parking lot, and waited for her to step back outside confirms planning. The shots fired after she was already down confirm intent. This was not a crime of passion. This was a man who decided his wife did not have the right to leave him alive.
You know more than me, yeah.
Listen, we're all human beings. We're all human beings. Okay?
It's not easy. You see, when you guys came to my house today, the reason why I got naked, I didn't get naked. I got naked on purpose.
Why?
Naked we came. Naked we leave.
Like I said before, my job is not here to judge you. You may believe one thing or the other.
No. Listen. Even whether you judge me or not, I don't care. Listen, I took the fall. I could have stood up, but I took the fall.
This hour, a man who called himself a prophet is going on trial for killing his wife.
Sylvester Ofori was the leader of an Orlando church and was arrested in 2020. West 2's Bob Hazen reports the murder happened outside the victim's workplace.
At trial in July 2024, Sylvester Ofori's defense team did not attempt to argue that he was not the shooter. The evidence made that impossible. Instead, they tried to reframe the narrative. They pointed to the footage from the family confrontation and argued that Sylvester had been provoked, that the environment he was in had triggered an uncontrollable rage that led to what happened the following morning. The jury was not persuaded. After 3 days of trial, Sylvester Ofori was found guilty of first-degree murder with a firearm. He was sentenced to life in prison. On top of that, the court handed down a mandatory minimum of 25 years to life for the use of a firearm in the commission of the crime. Sylvester Ofori will not be a free man again. Barbara Tommey's death prompted conversations far beyond the courtroom. Community members organized vigils in her honor. Advocates used her story to draw attention to the warning signs of domestic abuse, the isolation, the control, the escalating threats that so often precede fatal violence. The system that was supposed to protect her had an encounter with Sylvester before and let him walk. That is not Barbara's failure. That is a failure worth naming. Barbara Tommey was 27 years old. She was working toward a graduate degree. She had a career, a community, and people who loved her. She made one choice that she should have been allowed to make freely. She chose to leave, and she was murdered for it by a man who called himself a servant of God. If there is anything this case demands of us, it is this: take the threats seriously, document them, report them. Because sometimes people tell you exactly what they are going to do, and the tragedy is not that we didn't know, it's that we didn't move fast enough. If you or someone you know is experiencing domestic violence, the National Domestic Violence Hotline is available 24 hours a day at 1-800-79-97233. If you found this case as impactful as I did, subscribe to the channel. Every case we cover, we give everything. That's the standard Barbara deserved, and every victim we cover deserves. I'll see you in the next one.